This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flo's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flo's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flo retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, September the 21st, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Warren Smith, yesterday sounded a stern warning that Barbados was not yet out of the proverbial economic woods by a long shot. In fact, so worried is he about the country's worsening debt situation that he suggested front-end adjustments were urgently needed to correct the economic slide. In an interview with Barbados Today, Smith also described the overall fiscal position as unsustainable and, if left unchecked, would do untold damage to the Barbados dollar. With that said, Smith did not shy away from the dreaded P word, privatization, naming Grantley Adams International Airport and the Bridgetown Port as naturals for divestment.
A port is a means to an end. An airport is a means to an end. If you can have capital, private capital, and this private capital does not only mean foreign capital, there is room for domestic capital to go into these entities and develop them. So when I talk about divestment, I'm not just talking about foreign investment coming in. It is capital broadly defined. So these are opportunities to relieve the fiscal burden that the governments face so that you can put your priorities onto other things.
Meanwhile, Chairman of the Islands Private Sector Association, Charles Herbert, is calling for a major and urgent overhaul of the government's finances and financing. Herbert tells Barbados Today the government's official debt was becoming so high it's crowding out the Frenville Stewart administration's ability to do anything else.
We're reaching the stage where more and more of government revenue has to go to simply service debt. They're not paying refunds. VAT and income tax refunds, VAT refunds are sometimes 4 or 5 years outstanding. So there's a major problem with government being able to settle its debts, and there's a major problem in that its official debt level is becoming so high that it is crowding out their ability to do anything else.
The senior citizen whose house collapsed on Friday, September 9th, now has a place to call her own. 67-year-old Maureen Scantlebury received keys to a 2-bedroom wood and wall house from the Urban Development Commission last Wednesday, 5 days after her dilapidated house at Seaman Village, Britain's St. Michael, went tumbling down. Scantlebury, who was housed at an undisclosed location after losing her dwelling, moved into her new home at Darrell's Road, St. Michael, on the day she was handed the keys. When Barbados Today visited the house yesterday, the elderly woman was not home. However, Chairman of the National Assistance Board, Senator David Durant, who had gone to the scene after the house collapsed and had promised long-term housing, reported that the Scantlebury was happy and had settled in comfortably. In sports now, former Dominican opening batsman Lockhart Sebastian has been appointed for a 2-year term as a selector for the West Indies Cricket Board, filling the place vacated by former fast bowling great Courtney Walsh. Walsh had stepped down from the selection panel last month after signing on as Bangladesh's new bowling coach.
Sebastian thanked the board of directors for approving his appointment and is looking forward to his new job. He says, quote, "I have always been a team player, and together with the other selectors, we will ensure the best West Indies team is selected at all times. Selectors have not always pleased everyone in the Caribbean, but I'm part of a team who will try the utmost to make Caribbean people happy." Sebastian, a former batsman for Dominica, has been involved with the WICB for quite some time now. He's also managed the Windward Islands team for the last 12 years and served as manager for the West Indies A team in 2013 and 2014.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
We're back with news from the region now. The St. Lucia government is under pressure to start criminal hearings into allegations of extrajudicial police killings. So Prime Minister Alan Chastanet has decided to replace retired Director of Public Prosecutions, Victoria Charles Clark, whose office had received a damning report into the killings compiled by the CARICOM Implementation Agency for Crime and Security Impacts.
We'll be announcing a new acting DPP. Once that acting DPP is in place, that DPP must make the request for a special prosecutor. And I say that the government is ready to facilitate that request. The British and the Americans have also agreed that they would help fund that special prosecutor. So that's one thing aside.
In keeping with one promise on the campaign trail, Prime Minister Chastanet further spoke of the appointment of a tribunal. Chastanet says the process has been slow in coming because he has been engaging a local lawyer to draw up the terms of reference of this body. According to the Prime Minister, an appointment each will be made by the Bar Association, Chief Justice, and a collaborative effort by the US, EU, and Canada.
And on the international scene, Indians have reacted with outrage after passers-by watched a woman being stabbed more than 20 times on a busy street in the capital, Delhi. CCTV footage showed a man on a motorcycle approach a 22-year-old school teacher who died in the attack. He's seen stabbing her repeatedly as people walked by before hitting her in the head with a stone and kicking her. Locals did eventually intervene when he tried to escape. Police say they have charged the suspect with murder. That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.